The following is a presentation of Big Polly's World of Sports Sims. I'm Big Polly, and I approve this message. Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. And welcome to today's installment of the Hometown Football League. Today we're in Nashville, Tennessee, virtually, of course, to watch the Green Bay Packers take on the Tennessee Titans. Green Bay lost their first game and has since won two. Tennessee won their first game and has since lost two. 66 degrees at LP Field in Nashville, Tennessee. A bit of a breeze, 5 to 15 miles an hour, variable throughout the game. Tennessee will be the home team, and I will be coaching them. Green Bay, the road team. Sunny skies, no chance of rain today. Green Bay won the toss and elected to defer, so Tennessee will receive to start the first half. Aaron Rodgers and Steve McNair, your quarterbacks for the respective teams. Of course, Rodgers with Green Bay and McNair with the Titans. Vince Lombardi will coach the Green Bay Packers. Jeff Fisher, who took the Titans to Super Bowl 34, he will be coaching the sidelines for Tennessee. As you can see here, Green Bay is in the white with the red lettering and numbering. Not the red lettering and numbering, the green letter and numbering, my goodness. And Tennessee kind of wearing Houston Oilers colors with the light blue and white numbering and lettering. Mariani back deep for the Titans. We'll get this one underway. Game number 12 of week number 4. Mariani takes it at the goal line, moves it up to the 25, a gain of 24 actually. He took it at the 1. Your offensive starters for Tennessee, Johnson and Hall at running back, Mason, Bennett, your wideouts, Wycheck at tight end. Why? I don't know. McNair at quarterback out of Alcorn State, Ruse, Scott, Hartwig, Olson, Runyon, your offensive line. For Green Bay, Davis and Campman are your defensive ends, Hanner and Ray, your defensive tackles. Matthews, Nitschke, Robinson, your linebackers. Adderley, Hudson, who we'll also be seeing at wideout. Dillon and Willie Wood in your defensive backfield. Adderley and Hudson, the corners. Dillon and Wood, the safeties. And on 1st and 10, we'll go to Curtis Johnson, trap right. And the give to Johnson picks up 5. Campman makes the stop for Green Bay. They will actually going to stay in the base formation and give it to Ahmad Hall on a short pass. Incomplete, but a marker down.
Pass interference, defense. Number 66, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Against Ray Nitschke, and that gives Tennessee the first down at the 35. We'll go back to Johnson, and we will pitch it right. And Green Bay work the outsides. Work the perimeter, and it's a 5-yard gain again for Johnson. Campman again made the tackle for Green Bay. We'll go to Wycheck on a short hitch on 2nd down and 5. McNair instead runs, picks up 5, but is just short of the first down. Campman again making the tackle. The rate he's going to have a field day for Green Bay defensively. 3rd and inches, ball at the 45, 55 yards away from the Green Bay goal. McNair on a sneak, and we'll see if this will be enough. It's going to be close, and he gets it. First down, a gain of a yard. Now 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go put a double tight end formation and bring Bo Scaife in to block. And they will again go to the outside, a sweep right with Johnson. And there's Johnson. Breaks a few tackles. Willie Wood brings him down. A gain of 30. And it's 1st and 10 at the 24. So a big play there for the Titans. I'm sure Green Bay will remember. And let's see what they do here. We'll go to Mason on a medium slant on 1st down. Give Johnson a chance to rest. There's the throw, incomplete.
Offense.
And it's coming back. Would have come back anyway.
10-yard penalty.
Olson called for holding. And it'll be 1st and 20 at the 34. Very early in the game, still 11:04 to go. Pitch it right to Chris Johnson. A 6-yard gain. Move it to the 28 for a 2nd and 14. They'll go 3 wide, put a man in motion, and look for Bennett. Medium hitch, Drew Bennett. Man formation for Green Bay, 4-2 man. There's the throw, incomplete. Bennett looked like he was being covered by Darren Sharper. 3rd and 14, ball 26. Very good chances of getting a field goal here should the Titans not convert on first down. We're going to go to Kendall Wright, medium fly. That's incomplete. Hudson nearly intercepted it. And now Tennessee with a wind advantage here in this first quarter, and they will get back at the fourth. In the fourth, Rod Baronis is going to try a 45-yarder with the wind at his back. Good. And it's 3-0 Tennessee. 10:07 left. Odom back deep for Green Bay, and we'll set the offense and defenses for Green Bay and Tennessee respectively right now because that was a touchback. Jim Taylor and Anderson are going to be your running backs. That's Taylor here and Donnie Anderson. Donnie Anderson also doubles as the punter. Hudson and Sharp, your wideouts. That's Sterling Sharp, not Shannon Sharp, who plays for, I believe, Denver in the HTFL. Houghton at tight end. Rogers at quarterback out of California. Greg, Kramer, Ringo, Gillingham, and Bakhtiari will be your offensive line. Kurse and Vanderbosch will be your defensive ends for Tennessee. Hainsworth and Casey at defensive tackle. Bullock, Tulloch, Brown at linebacker. Finnegan, Roll, Byard, and Griffin, your defensive backs. 1st and 10 from the 20. Let's see what Aaron Rodgers can cook up here. They give it to Jimmy Taylor. Heave the power sweep, and he gains 12 on that one before Roll could get to him. Paul Kaufman will come in as a second tight end. Actually, no, he's going to come in and replace not Sharp, but whoever was tight end beforehand. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 32. Bless my short-term memory. Taylor on the trap right, tackled by Casey. No gain that time. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 32 still. Rodgers looks to scramble. Can't find anything. They actually went for a bootleg there, and Albert Hainsworth introduces himself to him. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 32. Werner comes in as a 5th defensive back for Tennessee. Hudson, Sharp, and Houghton, the third tight end for third wide receiver for Green Bay. There's the long throw, caught by Paul Kaufman, the tight end. And they move Houghton back to tight end in the base formation there. A gain of 16, so Houghton can play tight end and wide receiver. Goes 2 ways as far as catching the ball is concerned. In fact, let's profile Mr. Houghton. You see him there out of Rice, played on the mid-50s teams. 1st and 10, ball to 48. Incomplete, looking for Donnie Anderson. As we said earlier, Green Bay lost the first game they played to Minnesota 24-19, and they have come back and beat Houston. And the team that they played last week, which I believe was Chicago. 2nd and 10 at the 48. There's the throw and a catch, and that was Kaufman again, a gain of 18. Byard made the stop for Tennessee. 1st and 10 at the 34. We got a big crowd of cheeseheads here in Nashville. Rodgers to throw, and that's incomplete. Byard just gets in front of Houghton. Make sure that ball hits the ground, and it's now 2nd and 10 at the 34. To Taylor, he gains 3. Tulloch on the stop. 3rd and 7. Now the ball is at the 31 of Tennessee. It's going to be a screen pass, yes. And that's a first down as Donnie Anderson picks up 9 yards. And he has come out of the game. They go back to a 3-wide set. Hudson, Sharp, and Houghton for this first down play at the 22. Rodgers out of the shotgun. It's a draw play, and it's going to be a touchdown. 22 yards for Aaron Rodgers on the quarterback draw. And it's 6-3 Green Bay with a point after to come, which now goes. It's good. Longwell puts it through. And it's 7-3 Packers with 4:44 left, opening quarter. Mariani again back deep for Tennessee. Will it go to him? Yes, it will. He will return it to the 26, pick up of 25. First and 10 there for Tennessee, and we are going to look to throw the ball here a little bit more. We're going to go to Mason on a medium out. Little sideline pattern. Instead, it's a dump off to Hall, and he gains 2 yards.
Defense. Number 74, 5-yard penalty.
The play will not count because Campman was caught off sides, and that'll make it a 1st and 5, so wipe out the 2-yard gain there by Hall. Medium pass, and again, we're going to look for Bennett. And Bennett makes the catch. 16-yard gain. Hudson makes the tackle. Hudson's been more of a factor defensively than offensively so far. Hall will go wide, and we'll go to Johnson. Trap right. He will gain 4 yards before Robinson makes the stop. 2nd and 6. 3:39 left to go in the first quarter. It's 7-3 lead for Green Bay. To right on a medium slant. That's caught. A 1st down. Hudson on the stop. A gain of 11. So Tennessee comes marching back after Green Bay gets a touchdown on their first series. Wycheck, medium fly on 1st and 10 from the 38. Green Bay is showing blitz though, so we're going to screen it to Hall. And Hall is going to get the 1st down. We have a fumble on the play, recovered by Wycheck. And all in all being told, it was a gain of 15 for the 1st down. Move the ball to the 23 of Green Bay. Mason, medium fly play. McNair forced out of the pocket. He throws, incomplete, looking for Bennett. $1:25 on the clock, 2nd and 10, ball to 23. Chris Johnson off tackle right. And Johnson with a burst of speed. He gets the 1st down, a pickup of 12. Herb really came along and lowered the boom on him. So this drive by Tennessee continues to go. We're going to run a stretch play. Johnson again, 1st and 10 from the 11. And Johnson with a head of steam. He picks up 4. Campman on the stop, and that'll end the first quarter. 7-3 Green Bay. And if you're watching this video on the date of its release, which would be the 18th of July, 2020, we have also for you tonight Grand Slam Wrestling. Farmer Burns defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Big Van Vader from Denver, Colorado. 2nd and 6, ball to 7. Will go to Johnson, trap left. Touchdown, Chris Johnson. And Tennessee retakes the lead, 9-7. Johnson's had a very good day so far. 8 carries for 73. Here's the point after try by Moronis. And it's good. And it's 10-7 Tennessee. 8 seconds into the second quarter. Odom back deep. Will it go to him? Yes, it will. He takes it from within his end zone out to the 32, a gain of 34, so he was 2 yards deep when he caught it. Aaron Rodgers coming back on the field so far, 3 for 5, 43 yards. Green Bay with 80 total yards of offense so far, Tennessee at 121. Green Bay has run 10 plays, Tennessee has run 16. 1st and 10, ball to 32. Straight ahead to Taylor, he picks up 11. Tulloch on the stop. 1st and 10, ball to 43. Taylor, a gain of 7. Byard makes the tackle. So with 2 plays, Green Bay has already moved to the 50s. Here's your 2nd and 3 play. It's to Anderson, and Donnie Anderson has picked up 4 yards. Ainsworth on the stop. First and 10 at the 46 now of Tennessee. Rogers is going to scramble. And again, another big gain for Aaron Rodgers. He's the leading rusher for Green Bay right now with 3 carries and 44 yards. That was a pickup of 22 before Bullock could get to him. First and 10 at the 24 to give to Anderson. Anderson picking up 5 yards. Just old-fashioned football here, folks. Meat and potatoes, a lot of runs. Green Bay has now run the ball 10 times and thrown it 5 times on their 15 plays. Here's play number 16 of the day for Green Bay to Anderson, and it's another run, a gain of 3. Third and 2. Ball to 16. A screen to Taylor, incomplete. Tulloch broke that one up. You have a Bullock and a Tulloch in the linebacker core for Tennessee. So they will bring in Longwell to try one from 33 yards, and it's good. And we're dead even at 10-10 with 13 left to go in quarter number 2. Mariani back deep for the Titans, 8 yards deep in his end zone, and that's a touchback. Steve McNair comes back on. So far today, he is 3 for 6, 42 yards. They've been much more effective running the ball than anything else so far. Chris Johnson, pitch right. Should have room. He does. A gain of 5. Robinson on the tackle. Now you're looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And they're going to use Bennett and go at Hudson here. The weaker of the 2 corners. Medium hitch. And Bennett blew by Hudson and got the catch for 14 yards. Hudson did catch up and make the tackle. And it's going to be first and 10 at the 39. They'll go double tight and bring in Johnson again for a sweep to the left. Gain of a yard, and that's all. Willie Davis on the tackle for Green Bay. Base formation again. And they'll go to Hall this time on a screen pass. Was an effective play when they used it earlier. Hall gained a 15-yard gain, but that one did not find the mark, and it was incomplete. 3rd and 9 now. We'll go right, medium hitch. That's caught, and it was to right. Right was right. Hudson brought him down. A pickup of 13. So Green Bay now on their own side of the 50. Ball at the 47. We'll go back to the pitch right play with Chris Johnson. No gain there. Robinson made the stop. So here's to you, Mr. Robinson. Wycheck, medium hitch on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Dillon jumped the route for Green Bay. 3rd and 10. So what do you do here? Ball to 47. They're outside of field goal range. And we will go medium fly to Bennett. And a sack. McNair nailed by Campman, which moves the ball back to the other side of the 50. And Tennessee is going to have to punt it away from their own 48. Here's Brett Kemp in the game. It'll stay in the field of play. It is returned by Wood for 11 yards to move it out to the 19 after a punt of 44, so the net would be 33. 1st and 10, ball to 19. Here's Aaron Rodgers giving it to Jim Taylor. 8-yard gain. Taylor had a great game against Chicago last week. 26 carries, for 127 yards. 2nd and 2, ball to 27. We have 5:17 left in the half. This time Taylor, not such a good gain. Tackled by Jahan Curse. 3rd and 2 at the 27 now. Shotgun formation for Green Bay. The throw and a catch by Sterling Sharp and a gain of 11 yards. 1st and 10. Now the ball is at the 38. Quick throw, quick catch to Sharp again, and that's 7. Cortland Finnegan made the tackle. 2nd and 3, ball at the 45. Anderson Trap right for a 1 yard gain. Tennessee is not going to use a timeout. We have now gone under 3 minutes and a half. 3rd and 2. Throw and a catch by Hudson, and Hudson makes his first catch offensively. A gain of 17. Ball is now at the Tennessee 37. Will Green Bay get a playoff before a 2-minute warning? Yes, they will. And they probably wish they didn't. As Anderson gains nothing on a dive play. 2nd and 10. Green Bay might get another playoff before the 2-minute warning, but a marker comes first.
Start. Offense, number 84,
Sharp.
5-yard penalty.
Sterling Sharp
Repeat,
gets hit by a
second
false
down.
start. And with 2:06 left, this should be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 15 at the 42. Throw by Rodgers to Houghton, but that's incomplete. 2-minute warning, 10-10 tie. Now, 3rd and 15, ball at the 42, 1:57 left. Each team, actually, Green Bay has 2 timeouts to Tennessee's 3. A gain of 11 yards by Kaufman, but they needed 15. 4th and 4, ball at the 31. He got out of bounds, so the clock stopped with 1:46 left. 48-yard try by Longwell, and it was long enough. And Green Bay is your new leader at 13-10 with 1:43 left in the opening half. Mariani is back deep. McCadley and Mason also back deep as the upbacks for Tennessee. And this is going to be another touchback, another booming kick by Longwell. We assume it was Longwell. In fact, let's just check that to be sure who is kicking off for Green Bay. And that was, yeah, it was Longwell. I was correct. Ball to 20, a 1st and 10. We have 1:43 left. Tennessee has 3 timeouts, all that can be used right here. McNair forced out of the pocket. It's a dump off to Hall, who gains 7. Tennessee will not huddle. They will instead run a short hitch to Derek Mason. That's caught. Let's check the marker.
Holding, offense, number 69, 10-yard penalty.
Runyon called for offside, so move Tennessee back 10 and negate the first down. They'll go 3 wide and put the ball in the hands of Drew Bennett on a medium out. A sack. Anner. And a loss of 6. Third and a cab ride from Clarksville, Tennessee for Tennessee to Nashville. Clarksville to Nashville, that's actually a little bit of a ways. 3rd and 19, let's see what they do here. Motion, long pass, quarterback must pass, and they'll go to Mason. Long throw, incomplete, deflected by Sharper. And that might be a critical 3 and out there for Tennessee because Green Bay will now get the ball. They will have 1 timeout left with 1:01 on the clock. Here's Kemp running from his goal line. Fair caught by Wood at the 40. So Green Bay with time to get in field goal range. They lead by 3, 13-10. 1st and 10 from the 40. Incomplete, looking for Houghton. Byard was there on coverage for the Titans. 2nd and 10. Rodgers is going to throw again, and why wouldn't he here? A gain of 3 yards to Sharp. Finnegan knocks him out. 45 seconds left now. 3rd and 7. And that's completed to Anderson. Looked like it might have been deflected, and it was by Hainsworth. And 7 yards was the pickup, and that was enough to get the first down. So a new set of downs for Green Bay. 33 seconds left. Ball to 50 for this 1st and 10. A sack by Kearse, who's doing a nice little dance. Tennessee will not call a timeout. Will Green Bay? They will not either. So this might be the last play of the half. No, they let the clock run out. Halftime, 13-10 Green Bay over Tennessee. And back with you to start the second half of play. You know the score. Packers up 3. They have 188 yards of total offense. Tennessee with 150. They have run 29 plays, 15 rushes, 14 passes. Tennessee has run 25 plays, 13 rushes, and 12 passes. So each team running the ball a little more than they're throwing it. Aaron Rodgers, 99 yards, 9 for 14. McNair, 6 for 12, 76 yards. Each team has committed penalties. We've had 5 penalties so far in the game, so it's been pretty clean. 3 for 15 for Green Bay, 2 for 24 Tennessee. Odom is again back deep for Green Bay. Let's get the second half started. It's going to be taken by one of his upbacks, though, which is going to be Herb Adderley. A gain of 33 yards to the 39. First and 10. Here's Aaron Rodgers ready to go. That's a long throw to Houghton, and Houghton is going to score. Just like that. One play, 17 seconds, 61 yards. And Green Bay is going to pad their lead. Here's the point after try by Longwell. It's good, and it's 20-10. We've only played 27 seconds of this third quarter. Mariani, again back deep for Green Bay. Not for Green Bay, but for Tennessee. Touchback, as that was 8 yards deep in the end zone. A run right by Johnson on first and 10. And that's going to gain 4 yards. Look at Johnson real fast out of East Carolina. Didn't have a great game against the Carolina Panthers last week in Charlotte. And it'll be Mason. Short hitch on 2nd and 6. Matthews delayed blitzing. Early got to McNair there. And the pass was incomplete. Looked like the timing was disrupted. And we are going to go medium pass. We'll just throw a generic medium pass out on 3rd and 6. We'll look for Britt. And that's caught. And it was indeed Britt who caught it. Hudson makes the tackle. Go back to a base formation. Will Tennessee on 1st and 10 at the 35. Screen Johnson. Incomplete.
Holding offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
Scott called for holding. That is Jake Scott, but that is not the Jake Scott. This Jake Scott did not play for the Dolphins as this one did. This Jake Scott was from Idaho, who played for the Titans in the late aughts. 1st and 10, ball at the 25 now. We'll give it to Johnson, and let's just try to get some yards here. Trap left. And Johnson did break through, and he got the first down. 22 yards. That gives him 105 on the day, so he cracks the 100-yard plateau. And we will look at his game logs, and that is his second 100-yard game. He had 129 against Indianapolis in week number 1, the only game Tennessee won. So a nice little bit of play calling there. 1st and 10. We'll screen it to Hall now. And that caught Green Bay napping. They were playing in tight, probably keying on Johnson. Instead, the Hall screen picks up 8, and Robinson brought him down. They'll go double tight on 2nd and 2. 2 tight ends in the game. We'll go to Johnson on a dive play. Try to get the first down right here. And they do. A gain of 5. Campman on the stop for Green Bay. Now Tennessee spreads the field. They'll put 3 wide in the game. 1st and 10 at the 40. Wycheck, medium hitch. Incomplete, but a marker.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 44, automatic, first down.
They get Dillon for pass interference and move the Titans up 11 yards. 1st and 10 now. It's at the 29. And I think it's time to go long. We'll go to Bennett. Long hitch. Instead, it's a dump off to Johnson, who picks up 7, and Ray Nitschke makes the tackle. Ray Nitschke, who was Had a bit of a career in Hollywood after his playing days ended for Vince Lombardi's Packers. Second and three. He was most famously in the movie The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds in the mid 70s, where a team of prison inmates plays the prison guards. And Eddie Albert was the mean warden who tries to rig the game, and Burt Reynolds' character doesn't let him at the end. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Chris Johnson, sweep right. And that's close to a first, a gain of three. Ray makes the tackle. Baby Ray, who I was mentioning earlier with some other team, but there was a Ray, I think, on Las Vegas, and I thought it was Baby Ray, but it wasn't. Ray could play both defense and offense for the Packers. First and 10, the ball is now at the 19. We're going to give Mr. Johnson a bit of a rest and put Eddie George in the game. We'll go to him on a trap right. Eddie George out of Ohio State, the Heisman Trophy winner. He picks up 2 yards. Did George win a Heisman? Oh well. Second and 8. I'll look that up later. And if there's an obvious error, I will correct it. Eddie George, trap right. Burst of speed, touchdown, Eddie George. (20-16). Here's your point after try by Baronis. It's good. And it's 20-17 with 8:07 to go. Hey Siri, did Eddie George win the Heisman Trophy?
Here's what I found from WN.com. Edward Nathan George, Jr., born the 24th of September, 1973, is a Broadway actor and former American college and professional football player, and who was a running back in the National Football League, NFL, for 9 seasons. He played college football for Ohio State University and won the Heisman Trophy in 1995.
Ah, he did win the Heisman. Okay, thank you. First and 10. Not first and 10, it's the kickoff play. It's 20-17. Tennessee leading. I just had to pick up my phone and see if I was right on Eddie George ever winning the Heisman. He did in 95. Odom back deep, and it won't matter because it's a touchback. First and 10, ball to 20. And that's a
Encroachment.
run
Defense.
by Taylor.
Number 93, 5-yard penalty.
For 6, but it will likely be nullified by the penalty. Vanden Bosch was called off for offsides. It'll be first and 5 at the 25. Taylor gets stuffed at the line. In fact, he loses a yard. Tulloch makes the stop. Second and 6, ball to 24. Rodgers will throw. Byard makes the tackle on Kaufman, who gains 10. Paul Kaufman. First and 10 at the 34. We have 7 minutes left in the third quarter exactly, or we did when the snap was taken. Taylor, off left tackle, gains 6. Tulloch makes the stop again. Second and 4 at the 40. Throw and a catch. And this one went to Houghton again, who now has 14 more yards. And he is at 75 on the day. That long catch he made for the touchdown was his first grab. Now he has 2 for 75. 61 and 14 yards. First and 10 at the Tennessee 46 now. Anderson straight ahead picks up 7. Tulloch again makes the stop for Tennessee. And it's going to be second and 3, the ball at the 39. Screen, that was the Houghton. And that's a gain of 6. Byard makes the stop. Green Bay moving. First and 10 at the 33 now. That's Anderson picks up a yard, and that's all. Griffin made the stop. Second and 9 at the 32. There's your throw. There's your catch. Sharp on the reception. He gains 10. Finnegan makes the stop. Rodgers now 14 for 19 for 200 yards. A little bit of a hot hand here. First and 10 at the 22. The throw, the catch by Houghton. Houghton has himself another touchdown, his second of the day. On his 4th catch, he has 103 yards receiving. And it's 26-17, and here's your extra point by Longwell. He'll put it through. 27-17 with 148 left third quarter. So Green Bay goes back up 10. Here's Mariani, the intended receiver of this kickoff. He will take a knee, catching it 6 yards deep. We'll go back and put Chris Johnson in the game. And instead we will go to Derek Mason on a medium slant. Incomplete, double covered it looked like. Dumped it to Hall instead of going to Mason. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20. Medium out to Frank Wycheck. There's your throw, there's your catch, a gain of 3. Hudson makes the tackle. Been much more of a factor in this game defensively than offensively. Wycheck, medium slant on 3rd and 7. Is it there? It is not. Incomplete. Right through Wycheck's hands. Kemp back deep to punt for Tennessee. 57 seconds left in the third quarter, and your return was by Wood, a gain of 8 to the 38. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Green Bay looking for more, leading by 10. Should be a couple more plays left in the half. Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 68. 10-yard penalty.
Gillingham called for holding. 1st and 20. Throw and a catch to Kaufman. So Aaron Rodgers now 16 for 21 for 236 and has 2 touchdowns. That'll end the third quarter. It's 27-17 Green Bay. Back with you to start the fourth quarter. Green Bay up 10. 2nd and 6, ball at the 42. They give it to Anderson. Anderson's not going to gain anything. In fact, he loses 4. Vandenbosch makes the tackle for the Titans. And these are, by the way, I should point out, all Tennessee Titans since they moved from Houston in the mid-1990s onwards. So this is a relatively young team filled with players who have played for Tennessee the last couple of decades. 3rd and 10 at the 38. Tennessee needs a stop. They get one. As Rodgers was looking for Kaufman, and that was incompleted. Punting time for Green Bay, and it lands inside the 20, so we're going to try to return it, make something happen here. In fact, it was caught at the 24 by Mariani, and he only gains a yard. 14:07 left, fourth quarter, 27-17. Here's Mason on a medium out. Caught for a first, a gain of 12. McNair today, 11 for 20, 117 yards, no picks, no touchdowns so far. The slant to Mason on this 1st and 10, incomplete, marker down.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 26. Automatic. 1st down.
They flag Adderley for pass interference, and that'll be a pickup of 7 and a 1st down. Johnson will try to take advantage of the open running lanes on this 3-wide formation. He'll trap it right. He will gain 3 yards. Nitschke hobbling off on his ankle. His return is questionable, so it's now Matthews and Robinson in at linebacker for Green Bay. And they are playing a 4-2-5 at the moment. They'll go to Johnson again, trap right. They bring in Brock to replace Nitschke, Stan Brock. No, Charlie Brock, I'm sorry. He was another 2-way player for the Packers. A gain of 3 for Johnson, and it's 3rd and 4. Stan Brock, who was I thinking of there? That was back when I played Status Pro Football. I would see that name all the time on it was the 1987 set. Stan Brock. Okay, medium hitch. Frank Wycheck. Sack. Willie Davis. 8 yards lost. 4th and 12 now for Tennessee, and they needed something good to happen there, and it didn't go their way. And Kemp's going to punt deep from his own 42. Touchback. Booming kick of 58 yards. Probably went a little farther than Tennessee would have wanted it to. So Green Bay with the ball again. They lead by 10. Another touchdown here would pretty much put this game on ice. Taylor back to the line, and that's all. Curse on the tackle for the Titans. 2nd and 10 at the 20. They had 3 receivers over on the left side at Green Bay. Houghton was the intended receiver, but Werner was there to jump in front of the route. Now a 3rd and 10 from the 20. Tennessee needs another stop. They get it, but a marker
Pass
down.
interference.
They do not get it.
Defense. Number 31, automatic. First down.
Pass interference. Looks like that was Cortland Finnegan. And that moves Green Bay up to the 34. 10:41 left. 1st and 10. To Anderson. Anderson, no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 34. Anderson gets the ball again. He gains 5. Bullock makes the stop for Tennessee. 3rd and 5 at the 39 now. Rodgers back to throw. Incomplete. Griffin was hurt on the play. Looks like he pulled a muscle in his arm, tricep muscle. He will remain in the game. 4th and 5, Green Bay has to punt. Tennessee's got to get something going here. Mariani caught it on the run and gained 4 before Brown bottomed down. So here comes Steve McNair. Got to get something going now. Medium out to Kendall Wright. Caught on the sidelines, a gain of 17. 1st down. They'll look for Bennett here on a long fly on 1st and 10 from the 50. But a sack took too much time for McNair to get the throw out. And Matthews gets another sack. And it's going to be 2nd and 16 at the Tennessee 44. Screen to Johnson. Try to get some of those yards back. It's caught, but he didn't get much. He only gained 3 yards. 3rd and 13. Not a good situation here for the Titans. Medium pass. Quarterback must throw it to somebody, but the intended receiver is going to be Mason. Green Bay playing zone. Incomplete. So Green Bay will get the ball back. Tennessee's got pretty much no choice here but to punt it. They will go a sideline punt with Kern. Marker down. Nope, it was taken back. Did I say Kern or did I mean it? Or what happened here? Yeah, Kern was the punter for Tennessee. 1st and 10 at the 15 for Green Bay. They still lead by 10 with time dwindling down. A loss of 2. Taylor tackled by Brown. Green Bay with 337 total yards of offense. Tennessee with 256. Green Bay has run 48 plays. Tennessee has run 44. 2nd and 12. Incomplete. Curl to Anderson. And it was not there. 3rd and 12 now. Here's your throw. Incomplete. So Tennessee should win the field position battle here as Donnie Anderson goes back to punt. Good punt by Anderson. No penalty called. That was a punt of 47. Mariani made a fair catch at the 40. We'll go Johnson, trap right on 1st and 10. He takes advantage of the running lanes being a bit open as Tennessee had 3 wide receivers in there and Green Bay countered with 5 defensive backs. We'll go to Bennett this time, medium hitch. Trying to work on Hudson. Incomplete throw as they change coverage. 3rd and 3. How about McNair on a quarterback draw here? And it might be a good call here because it's a blitz. And McNair's got the 1st down. He picks up 8. And now they're going to have to hurry to the line. Mason, medium out. You want to get something on the board here if you're Tennessee. Johnson was the check down receiver, but it was incomplete. To Wycheck on a medium slant on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
Holding offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
They get Scott. Not the Jake Scott, but the Jake Scott who plays lineman. Oh, never mind. For Tennessee, who's a guard. The Jake Scott who played for the Dolphins, of course, was a safety. 2nd and 20. Medium fly to Bennett. Green Bay playing deep. McNair's going to scramble. Not a bad idea, but he only gains a yard. They'll hurry to the line on 3rd and 19. They'll go long and look for Bennett, thinking they would key on Derek Mason. Incomplete. Johnson actually had it for a moment, but Nitschke drills him and couldn't hold on. Well, 3:32 left to go, and they need 2 scores. I think Tennessee will go for it here. They'll go to the shotgun and just hope something good happens as they put it up. The quarterback must throw, and we'll go to Britt here on 4th and 19. Incomplete. Would have been short of the first anyway,
Pass
but
interference. Defense. Number 14, automatic. First down.
Hudson picks the wrong time to try to be aggressive on pass coverage. He gets flagged for pass interference, and with 3:22 left in the 4th, Tennessee has new life. They're going to screen it to Johnson on 1st and 10. They have a double tight end set in the game now. Green Bay had 8 in the box.
Offsides. Defense.
Green Bay commits
Number
another
87,
penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Willie Davis called for offsides. 3:13 left. Back to Mason on a slant. Hoping it'll pop open. Incomplete. Adderley provided the coverage for Green Bay on that play. Again, we're going to try a draw play with McNair. McNair was not a bad runner. Quarterback draw gains 4. They'll hurry to the line. And they will go play action medium pass to Bennett. Incomplete. 4th and a yard. They got to kick the field goal here and hope they get it. Baronis has a 73% chance from this range. He has the wind at his back, and this will be from 44 out. And it's good. 27-20 with 2:39 to go. Now Tennessee has all their timeouts left, so they don't have to go for an onside kick here. Odom, Adderley, and Canadeo back deep for Green Bay. I wanted to acknowledge all the returners on the team there for the Packers, as I did with Tennessee, a touchback. So the best case scenario here for Tennessee is a 3 and out. 1st and 10 at the 20. They give it to Taylor. Can they stop Taylor? They can, at least on that play. A gain of 2. And Tennessee is going to use a timeout. 2:34 left. 2nd and 8 at the 22. Taylor again. He's got the first down. And that's a gain of 13. Tennessee's going to let it go to the 2-minute warning, which they do. It's 27-20. Their last chance to stop the Packers here will depend on them stopping them on this particular series. 1st and 10. Stop them on downs right here. A throw to Donnie Anderson. He picks up 5. Green Bay will take it easy. Tennessee will call their second timeout. 2nd and 5 from the 40. Throw and a catch, and that should be the game. Hudson for 12 yards. And Tennessee's got no choice but to use their last timeout and hope for a miracle. 1:47 left, but all Green Bay has to do is run it 3 times, and this is over with. They give it to Anderson. He picks up a yard. Tennessee cannot stop the clock. So if they're smart with it, Green Bay should get out of here in a couple plays. Taylor loses 4 yards. It's now 3rd and 13. Taylor again loses 3 more. And the clock should run out here. But just in case it doesn't, I'm blocking the punt. And nope, the game was over. The game ends Green Bay 27, Tennessee 20. The animation made it a lot more suspenseful than it actually was. Aaron Rodgers would probably be my candidate to get the game ball. 18 for 28, 253, 2 touchdowns, only gave up 1 sack, and had that 117.1 game rating. Let's look at the team stats. Chris Johnson had a great game for Tennessee, but didn't get the job done. Uh, 363 total yards for Green Bay, 276 for Tennessee. Green Bay ran 57 plays, Tennessee ran 53. Time of possession was about even, but Tennessee had the advantage by a minute and 22 seconds. No turnovers in the game. Penalties, there were 14 of them. There was one pass of 25 yards. That was the long throw from Rodgers to Houghton. We had 9 10-yard running plays or more. And it was a pretty even game, but Green Bay, having been around longer than Tennessee has, they seem to have the depth and the experience to pull out the W, and they do today. They go to 3-1 on the year, and Tennessee will fall to 1-3 in the Upper South Division. They will be either tied or ahead of Indianapolis. If Indianapolis loses, Tennessee will have the head-to-head advantage of them beating them in Week 1. Indianapolis is the only team hasn't played yet in week number 4 in that division. As we look at the Upper North, Minnesota and Green Bay are now tied at 3-1, but Minnesota holds the tiebreaker for the moment of beating Green Bay in the first week of the season. Chicago and Detroit have yet to play this week. Chicago plays at Los Angeles, and Detroit plays Dallas. As the week progresses, we have 4 games left in week 3. Let's go through week 4. 4 games left in week 4. Let's go through them all. Rodgers was indeed, according to Dave Koch Sports, the MVP of the game. 18 for 28, 253, and also ran the ball 3 times for 44 yards. And let's not forget that. Our next game will be in New Orleans at the Superdome. Denver comes to town to take on the Saints. Indianapolis travels to San Francisco. And then Chicago goes to Los Angeles. And Dallas plays Detroit in the Unplugged game to wrap up the week, where I won't be doing too much commentary, and I will let the automation of Ray Curtis handle it. Again, your final for today was 27-20, Green Bay over Tennessee. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. God bless. We wish you well. We hope that you are well wherever you see this, whenever you see this, and we'll catch you again next time. Bye bye for now, everybody.